guys, welcome to this series of tutorials where we are building a food delivery app with React Native and Firebase. This is the fifth tutorial, and if you have not watched the previous tutorials, I would recommend you to have a look at them so that you are on the same page with us. And today we're going to build the welcome screen. Let me log out of this application to show you exactly what we're going to build. We have completed our UI for the sign-in screen, and I said that we need now to begin coding the navigation so we are able to move from one screen to another. But before that, since we only have one screen so far, I want us to build a second screen so that we are able to create our navigation. So this is the screen that we're going to build today. I'm calling this the welcome screen, or you can call it whatever name you want, but I will be calling it sign in welcome screen. So this screen gives the user the ability to sign in or to create a new account, and gives also the user the picture of what to expect inside the app, which is the full delivery. So you can see these pictures sliding, and we're going to implement all this in this video. So without wasting any time, we're going to implement to install one library. It's called React Native Swiper. You can open your browser. I'm going to open my browser as well and type React Native Swiper, and you can open their Git repository. It's a nice library. You can see it has over 9,000 likes. It's a stable library and it's 100% JavaScript. So you can read to understand what it does, but for this project you're just gonna scroll until you reach the installation guide, and this is what you have to do. Just copy this npm install React Native Swiper save. You can copy that and go back to your application inside the terminal, paste that and begin the installation. So this will install the library that we'll need to implement this image swipe. So sometimes it's called as Carousel. So it's the same, image swiper or Carousel. So it's kind of the same functionality where you have your image scrolling automatically. I'm going to pause this video and I will resume as soon as the library installation is done. I see my installation is now complete. So what we're going to do, we must now run our project. You can type npx react native run android, and this will begin building our project so we can see exactly what we're building. And again, I'm going to pause this video and resume when the build is complete. My build is complete. As you can see, build successful. And at the right hand in my emulator, this is what we have built in the previous videos. So you have built all this in the previous videos. You have achieved all this in the previous tutorials, but today I'm not gonna waste much time on this one. What we're going to build is known already. I want you to go to your screen folder and go to auth screens, and inside this folder I want you to create another file. You call it sign in welcome screen. .js. And you can see that inside this folder hot screens we have our sign-in screen that we created previously, and I don't want to have to type all this again. I want you to copy some of the important things that we might repeat in this screen. You can copy all this import and paste them here, and I want you to create a functional component. Export default function sign in welcome screen. And this will return, of course, some JSX. This is good. Now let's quickly begin. I want to keep this video as short as possible. The first thing that we're going to implement is this. I don't want to be typing all this JSX because it's almost the same thing that you have typed already. So I'm going to copy some JSX and paste them in this screen as well. And you can pause the video to type exactly what I'm pasting. Just few component, view as well as text component. I'm just trying to make sure the view is clear. Okay, I assume right now you are able to see this. You can type what I've pasted, and then I'm going to open another view. So this is a view that I open, and I've written some styles already inside here. And one thing that I want to state is that you must delete this. We're gonna implement this later. Get status header height, get status bar head height. We need to delete this function because for now we don't need that. So make sure, otherwise you're gonna get an error. Make sure to delete what I'm highlighting right now. This is get status bar height. Make sure this is deleted. We'll delete that, and then we can save, and you can save this file. And before we proceed, I want you to go to your app.js. Inside your app.js, delete this sign-in screen for now. We don't need it for now because we know we've built it already. I want you to use another screen, sign in welcome screen. You can choose that screen, and this will automatically import it on top. You can see on top here we have imported sign in welcome screen. So make sure this is imported, and I'm going to now check my emulator. I'm going to save this, and let's see what happened on the emulator. Okay, this is what we're getting. Let's go back to our Okay, right now we don't have all these colors in our global styles, so please delete this. Instead of background, put buttons, because the text that you're trying to make have got the same color as buttons. And save that, then we should have this text appearing. Apparently we're having a problem. Let me have a look at what's happening. Okay, let's first remove this flex, and I hope you've seen what I did. Let me just undo it, because this code I've copied it from the final application, but for now I want you to simply, instead of removing it, first of all let's pass some style to this one, to this view. Say flex 1, and let's save that. Set flex 1, not awesome. Now you have this text, so make sure your codes look the same as what is here. You can pause the video to see exactly what I've written, and so your code should look like this, and this should give you this on your screen. Let me just open the final app to see if this is the same. Yes, this looks exactly the same. Now we're going to construct this swiper or carousel. You're going to implement this image swiper or image carousel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another view, and this view I'm going to give it some style as well, and I'm going to give it a flex of 4, and I'm going to justify the content into the center. And we're going to create some styles. You can scroll down, say const styles equal to style sheet dot create, and this will be an object. I'm going to paste some styles here that we're going to use for this image swiper. I'm going to paste some styles just now. So these are the styles that I've pasted. Slider 1, 2, 3, and you can pause the video and type those styles. Then we can go back to the view that we've just created that we're working on. Inside this view, we're going to create another view. So okay, we don't actually have to create another view, just have to go to call the component that you have installed, which is swiper, React Native swiper. So we're going to say import swiper from React Native swiper, and then inside here we're going to use this component that we have just imported. Say swiper, and then this will have children. So the children are going to be the image that will be sliding inside this swiper. And I want also to create one more style. Okay, I think let's not create that for now. Let's first continue. Just going to open some view, and inside this view we're going to pass some styles, and the style we're going to say styles dot slider one, and inside this slider we're going to use the image component. Before using that, make sure we import it from React Native. Can go on top there, can delete all this, we don't need it in this one. Can put image, import image from React Native, and inside this view we're going to import that, use that image, and close the tag. Now we need to pass the source prop for our image. We're going to say source equal to, going to use an URI, and this will be a string. So I'm going to paste some link for our image. You can put whatever image you have. You don't have exactly to put my image. You can put whatever image you have. You can use URI, or you can use a local image by using the require method. But for now, if you don't have any image, you can simply pause and tap this. This is a very short link to type. And we're also going to pass some styles. This is the style I wanted to create it out of this component, but since it's short, let us create it here. We're going to say style equal to, we give it height of 100%, and we're going to give this also a width of 100% as well. And that should be it. So we're going to save this, and let's see what we will have. Just going to open my emulator. Let's see if this will work. It's saving. Okay, it's giving us something. We have this image here, and before we continue, I want to add one more view outside of this view, because right now I have to add one more flex to make sure this is well justified. Add one more view and pass a style to it. Say flex and pass 4, and let's see what happens. Awesome. So this is beginning to take shape now. Right now there's nothing sliding because we only have one image and one view. So I want you to copy all this view, to copy this view in here with the image, and then we're going to paste it all around. Gonna paste it 4 times. One. Why is it giving me an error? I think I've done a wrong copy. Make sure you copy it properly. The view that is with slide style.slider1, styles.slide1, then paste it. Okay, this is fine. Third time I'm going to paste again, and then fourth time I paste again. Now we're going to change the styles. Instead of styles.slider1, we're gonna put styles.slider2, styles.slider3, and we can still use style.slider3 as well here. And I'm going to change my URL for the pictures. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm going to paste this. You can pause the video to type this as well. I will leave all these links below this video, so maybe you can simply copy from the video. And in the coming days I'm going to open a Git repository for this project, so we can have the branches for each tutorial that you'll be having. But for now, you can copy this or type this from by pausing this video. I'm going to paste the last one. And let's save. Hopefully everything will be fine. Saving this. Awesome. Now we can see we have this 4 dot. You can see a blue dot and those other gray dots, and you have the image here, but right now they are not sliding. But if I slide manually, they will slide, and the picture sometimes they have to load because this app has not been reloaded. So but we have to get this picture to slide automatically, and to do that we're going to pass some props to this swiper. You scroll up and go to your swiper component, and we're going to say to pass some props, which is autoplay. We're going to say true, and this will make sure that our pictures will be sliding automatically. And let's see if this will begin sliding. Okay, now this is sliding automatically. It should again move. Or let me reload the app, because this app has not been reloaded. I'm going to close it and open it again. Express food. I'm gonna find it on my emulator. Express food. Here is my application. Okay, let's see. Now this is sliding automatically. This is awesome. So we have our carousel or image swiper working 100%. Now the last part that we're going to do in this video, we're going to create these buttons. And if you see this sign in button is the same thing as this sign in button here, and I won't have to create this from scratch. I'm simply gonna copy the code. You can go to our sign in screen and scroll down until you get the sign in button. This is the button. I'm going to copy this, and I'll paste it inside our code. We can go down to the view that we open with a flex of 4. On this view here, you paste your code inside, and let me go to my application. If I save, I should have the sign in button there. Awesome. And this is a bit far down, so we're going to to create some, we're gonna have to justify this content. I'm going to say on top here, justify content. We're going to say flex end. I want it to be at the end of my flex, and going to pass some margin horizontal. Going to say 20, and let's go back to our app and see what happens. Okay, right now we're getting it there at the bottom. Let me first just keep it to 0 for now, because we have already some margin, which is enough. And then we can say, instead of this, we can rather put bottom, margin bottom. We can give it 20. Okay, this is good. Now we have to create also another button. You have to create this button here, and if you see, this button is the same as this one, and the difference is just the color and the length. So I'm gonna copy again this, and we're gonna modify it. Go to your sign-in screen and scroll down until they create an account button. You copy this and go back to sign in welcome screen and paste this below the other button that you just pasted, and we're gonna have to have these stars as well. So go again back to the sign in screen. We're gonna copy the create button stars. Normally we could have had these stars in the global file so that we don't have to repeat these stars in each screen, but for now it's okay. We just want to move on with the application. You paste those there, and let me go back to my emulator with the project. I'm going to save this. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have the create account there. Now we have to change this so that this button is the same length as the top one. So to do that, we're going to change some few things. First of all, we're going to pass some styles and modify some styles as well. So first of all, the title color, we're going to change it, because you can see in this case, let me open the application. In this case, our color is dark gray. So we're going to change this, remove this, and put colors dot can take gray one. Okay, and the other thing that we're going to change, the font size. The font size, we're going to keep it 20, put 20 there, and that should be it for now. And then let's go to create button style as well. In this one, first of all, we're going to pass some border width color. We're going to say border color. We're going to say colors dot gray. Okay, not gray, you can say colors dot buttons. And the background color, we're going to leave it like that. And what else that we need to change here? We can go back then to the button itself, and let's save for now, and let's see what happens. I want you to first of all remove this align item. can delete that. You don't want it to be aligned to the left. And let's save. And this margin also keep it to 0 for now. Let's save and see. Okay, now we have the button filling the whole content, and can scroll back to the styles. Height we can pass 50, sorry, 50, and let's save. Let's see what happens. And we need to pass some margin as well. This we can do it in the view. You can say, let's keep 20 there, and let's say margin, let's save fade, first this one, let's save. Okay, that looks good. Margin top, we pass 30, and let's save. Okay, this looks good. Let's see what is in our application. Okay, this looks more or less the same. So now we have implemented our sign in welcome screen, and in the next video then we're gonna begin implementing the navigation. So we need to be able to, when we press this button, we go to the sign in screen, or if we press this button, we go to the sign up screen. I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for that. And I'm going to end this video here because it's getting too long, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, keep safe and take care. Bye bye.